Alright, before we go in, please do not judge me. Oh, I really need to do this, but I don't want to. I am like a dragon with a hoard. The time has come. I need to face my demons, and that is, it's time to clean the sewing room. G'day everyone, and welcome back to another Catch Up with Kiralee. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kiralee, and on this channel we talk about all things cosplay, costuming, and sewing related. And today, it is the third year in a row, I think it is, where I am needing to clean my sewing room because I don't know what happens. At the end of every year, I seem to just kind of go bleh and throw everything into my sewing room, and it is a complete mess. And I would actually say that today, as it stands today, it's probably the worst it has ever been, which is terrifying because I'm not quite sure when it started to culminate to the level that it is. So I thought, rather than me doing this on my own, I'd bring you with me, and hopefully this will also inspire anyone else out there who may be struggling with I'll do it later, as I have been for the last, I don't know how many months, at least 5. So tie back the hair, put on your cleaning clothes, and let's get to work. Let's show you what I'm dealing with. Firstly, let's turn on the aircon because it's summer and it's hot. Put it in the back rooms, or maybe I'll put it in the living room as well. Yeah. Alright, before we go in, please do not judge me. Because I'm already judging myself very harshly. So, this is the current state of affairs. It's just kind of been culminating continuously. Alright, so plan of attack. What we're going to do is we're going to clean up the floor first and separate it into costume and fabrics because there's a bit of a mix in there. And then from there, I will figure out what needs to happen. I think it's come to a point where I need to actually take out all my fabrics and resort them because they haven't been sorted for about 2 years and I can't just keep on stuffing them. This is more than a one-day job, guys. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, I really need to do this, but I don't want to. Alright, let's set you up on a tripod and let the cleaning begin. Alright, so this is where we're going to start. I'm going to start kind of here and work my way over. Not going to touch the fabric just yet, but I am going to separate all the fabric that's down here into like one pile outside. And with the costumes, I am going to try and kind of find homes for them as I'm going, hopefully. But also be aware that the camera is on a tripod, which is kind of straddling another pile of fabric. So, hey! Alright, let's do it! This fabric I bought in Singapore in April last year. This sucks. So I've done about half the room. It looks great. But realistically it's not. I've just moved all of the stuff that was here out there. I only put some items away, and I changed one roll of fabric over and put it onto a different roll, and then I've wound 2 large bolts of fabric that I had onto some spare bolts. So yes, most of the stuff that was here was indeed costumes and costume items. Very few of it was actually fabric. That's over here, which is where the tripod was. I'm going to take 5 minutes before I begin sorting out this, because this sucks, and doing it in summer even with the aircon on sucks. Alright, I've rested now to tackle this pile, which would then allow me to get to the wardrobe, which is where I need to go because of the fact that I need to sort through that, probably replace some of the costumes and find new homes for them, so that I can fit all the stuff that I've got out there in there. So I need to be ruthless, but I'm gonna start here. Most of this is just fabric, so I'll move that out onto my my goodness, I can't speak, my main sewing area, and yeah, then we'll deal with the costumes. So look what I just found. They're my May shoes. These hurt so much and so uncomfortable to wear that they are the first things going into the bin, because I'm never wearing these again, and I don't want anyone to have the pain that I felt wearing these. This is hell. So I have all of this lining, and I've got so much of it in black and gold as well, but the orange is the biggest quantity, so I'm putting it on a roll, or at least I'm attempting to, because you see, this is how thick the roll is at the moment, and it is super thin lining, and I still have all of that left to put on there. This is literally going to take me like an hour, I think. It's really not fun. But, you know, once I do that, and then I think I'll put another one of the brocades on this one, and then I've used up all my rolls, I think then what I'll do is I'll vacuum the carpet, call it a night. Right, so here we are at the end of day one. Everything cleaned off the floor. Still a mess. Still a mess. But it's a start. So I just need to pull all of the costumes back in here. So it's not going to look this clean for very long. And I will sort out the costumes, or at least start sorting out the costumes tomorrow. And then once I have that sorted in this thing, this wardrobe, then I will start on the fabric. And I've come to the realization that I maybe have too much fabric. There's fabrics that I know I'm not going to use, and so I think it might be time that I part with some and give them to other new homes. So yes, anyway, we shall check in tomorrow, and I'm just going to pull all the costumes in. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. That orange taffeta lining thing, that took me like an hour and a half to roll up with a few breaks because it was so heavy. I feel like I've done a massive workout at the gym, to be honest. So probably not that bad for me. So good times. Alright, it's the start of day 2 of trying to clean up. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. I am so sore doing all of the rolling off, especially that orange roll yesterday, which was basically hundreds of squats, getting up and down and everything like that. The back of my legs are on fire. But I brought all the costumes that I had pulled out that were on the floor and organized them into piles on the floor. Now I brought them back in here. And now I have to go through my closet and start deciding what needs to go where and all of that. So, And yes, so here are the piles on the floor. So I've got to find a place for red stuff. Have to hang that up, have to hang that up, have to hang that up. That is all petticoats and crinolines. That is basically all Terry's stuff. We are actually going to be getting rid of the pink sparkly dress that we made for Terry for his quick change. And I need to also hang up Penelope. So, yes, but I can't really hang anything up until there is space. So I need to kind of go through the wardrobe and start taking out items and then deciding, okay, am I going to keep this or get rid of it? There's a few things that I know I'm going to get rid of it anyway. So, going to do that. Hopefully today I'll get all of that done. And then it means that tomorrow or something I can focus on the fabric side of things. So, when you are attacking a room that is in absolute chaos, sorted out by situations. Alright, it's time to start. So we are going to start off with this bag, which I'm going to put all the bits and pieces that need to be donated. So the very first thing that's going in is Terry's sparkly dress from our WCS prelim. That's going in there. Because I spoke to him and he was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to wear that again. I'm like, fair. So we'll put that in there. And I already can see another thing that needs to be donated. So here I have my Effie trinket cosplay that I made out of scraps of satin. And yeah, it's just, there's so many things wrong with it. I'm never going to wear her again. And frankly, she just needs to be donated so that someone else can have a wonderful time with her. Oh, but I'll keep my top. I was wondering where that went. Put it up here. So yeah, I'm going to donate Effie trinket in case there's someone else who's got a fancy dress party that wants to look like a purple monstrosity. Let me just show you how full my closet is and why it is that I need to start donating some of the items because I can't get in. So this is one side, and although there looks like there's lots of space up the top, they're really packed together because I make big cosplays. I make poofy cosplays, and they're just, yeah, they're very thick. And then if I move this over here, you can see it's just as bad, if not worse here. I'm still deciding on whether or not it's time that I let go of Amethyst. She's a big cosplay that is just sitting there collecting dust. I don't have any plans to wear her again. She was just a lot of work. So I don't know if she'll get through this purge or if I shall wait a bit longer. So I'm going to start by grabbing out the costumes that I know I definitely want to kind of get rid of. So here's another old one of Terry's, which is Flynn Rider. Still really like the coat, but the pants and the spats are not fabulous. So I think I'm going to donate those, and if we ever do wear them again, I will like make something or just find something that will work. So that's all fine, but I am going to hang this up with my Rapunzel. And literally the only reason why I'm keeping Rapunzel and this Flynn coat, because it was one of the very first ones that I made and my skills have improved, is just in case we are going to a party or something like that and we need like a quick like Disney costume or something. There are many things that I have learnt. See, it's so thick here that trying to get them out is very difficult. many things that I've learnt, which I would definitely apply to if I was to remake these cosplays. But you know what? They are also a lovely reminder of how far I've come. So yeah, we'll keep them for a little bit longer and I'll keep them together. The time has come, I think, where I need to accept that this cosplay is not going to get made, and this is a massive tail which, you know, does stay up. You know, I've constructed it very, very sturdy. There's a tutorial of how I did this, but this is as far as the cosplay ever went. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the fur off and get rid of the frame, and the fur, I'll stack it with the roll of fur that I bought for this, and we'll reuse this because they're 4 large pieces of fur, so they can certainly be reused. But that gives me so much more room for shoes. So I have cosplays like this one and Magikarp in there, which I know I'm not gonna wear again, but I still like them. So I probably won't throw, or not throw, but I won't donate this just yet. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer. And Magikarp as well, even though she's ridiculous, I feel like she would be a fantastic kind of big photo shoot, or like if I ever need something that's just absolutely ridiculous, I have Magikarp and I would not feel terrible if she was trashed. So, you know, maybe I should do like a beach photo shoot and just like have this massive dress, but then I may drown. Maybe not. So this is one of those things that I'm like, I really want to hand this off to someone because they're really nicely made, but I'm just never going to wear them. It's a pair of stays that are fully steel boned and they're like really nicely made. I've just not finished them yet, but it's like really, really lovely. They're super heavy, and then there's a petticoat that goes with it, and I was making this for when I was going to do Queenie many moons ago, and I just never made her. I got her under things done, and then I just never made her because I found other things that I wanted to make. And yeah, so this is as far as she's gone. I keep forgetting that I've got this in my collection. I should really just part with it, but I can't because it's really nicely constructed. Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I'm really not getting rid of a whole lot at this point. Yeah, here is the little chemise as well that goes with it. Seriously, I got so much of, like, all of the under things basically done. Okay, I've decided to be ruthless and I am actually gonna donate costumes that I know I'm just not going to wear again. So one of them is my burlesque, which I haven't worn since my engagement party. So I'm going to donate her as well. And I think I'll keep the wig. Oh, got a butt pillow. Good times. I've got so many butt pillows now. Do I really need another butt pillow? Probably not. I'll donate that with the dress and I'll actually just clip it together. So that way they know that that is worn with it. So I'll just clip that in there. You know what? I am impressed with like how I made this though. Like I was like, yeah, good work, Kirley. You know, you had a thought, you did it. Got some cool photos. Now it's time to let it go. I've worn it to a con. I've worn it to a few different places. So I'm happy to let this go. I might even put a post up and see if there's anyone who wants it. And get rid of it that way. Another one that's in here that I'm probably not going to wear again is this one. Though I do love this one. This one has some sentimental meaning because this was one that I made using some of the fabrics that was my nan's. I don't know if I'm ready to give her up just yet. I'll give her a bit longer. But I do have... Yeah. Just give myself a face. I do have this very cute Minnie Mouse one that I think it's time that I give that to someone else. It's super cute and I do love it, but I think that if I was to remake it again, I know what I would do differently. So ears, dress, everything will be there for someone else. Wonder I'm keeping because she's super comfy and easy to chuck on, so she's staying, but I think I will actually get rid of this one. So this one is my $2 Sakura inspired cosplay, and I think that she can certainly find a new home. I'm being ruthless. It's actually starting to hurt me a little. I'll keep Magikarp. I will keep Magikarp. Yeah, all the others, I think, for the time being, I'm going to keep. And I just need to reorganize them. Except... I think that I will also get rid of the 1850s Cinderella inspired gown. As much as I love her, she was, you know, an $18 project using materials that were from the op shop. It's really, really cute, but I just don't see myself wearing her again, and I'm happy to have her find a new home. Plus she takes up a lot of space, so I'm going to be putting this on my Instagram page now, so by the time this comes out I'm not sure what will still be available. Probably going to keep it to Australian only, maybe New Zealand as well, because just postage to anywhere else is just so expensive. But whatever's not sold, maybe I'll re-put it out on my Instagram when this goes live. I'm very, very tempted to get rid of my first Penelope, simply because I hate the back closure. I just need to do a new back closure on her, but I'll keep it for the time being because I do like the idea of keeping a progression of all of my Penelope dresses and then, you know, doing either one lot of review or something. I'm not sure, but I'm going to change the coat hanger. Nah, you ain't going nowhere. There we go. Oh, my Chelsea China. Like, I know I'm not going to wear her again, but she's so cute. Okay, I'm keeping her. And for my Snow White, Christmas Snow White, I think I will also keep her, even though she has so many issues with her. Yeah, okay, that's enough. That's enough for now. If I do any more, I may hurt myself. So I'm going to go through my shoes now, and then I'm going to basically pull everything out from underneath, and like resort the petticoat situation and all of that, and then find out how to put everything else into there. So yeah, I might do that off camera because my battery is about to die, I believe. So I'm going to charge up the battery and I'll check back in with you a little bit later. Alright, so all of the costumes have now been put away, even with an entire bag, like trash bag worth of cosplays that I'm going to be either giving away or reselling or donating. There is still, this is absolutely chockers. And to the point where some of the cosplays we've now taken out and put into Terry's study. So yes, storage is an issue, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's been done now. So now, you see, there's so much space here. It's fabulous. I can actually run across the floor and not trip over anything, which I haven't been able to do in literally months. But yes, all of the wardrobes are now, everything's hanging up, everything's in bags like their accessories. The wigs have been separated from most of them and are in the two little caddies there, which are super chockers. I do have to go through and at some point cull my wig stash. I always hate doing that because you never know when you're going to need a certain wig, and that's really annoying to me. But that's all there. I haven't touched up the top, and honestly I'm not going to because I'm so tired, and I think that I'll let Amethyst stay for a little bit longer. But yes, I have, everything is just absolutely chockers, and all the shoes are down there, mine and Terry's alike. It's really cute that Terry is getting into cosplay and he's wanting to like have this experience with me. Just means that I have twice as much room that I need, but that's okay, we'll make it work. So one other thing that I did yesterday, which I think I mentioned, was I put some fabrics onto rolls, but I also kind of wanted to address the issues with my fabric rolls. Let me just show you. So over here is where all of my rolls of fabric are kept, and yesterday they were literally overflowing and coming out to like here, so I couldn't actually access any of here because there were just rolls literally all the way over here. So what I've done is I've put a few more fabrics onto some empty rolls that I had, so these two brocades, and then also that orange beast, which took me an hour and a half, but I have moved some of them over to this corner. So what I've got over here are laces, tulles and organzas, and then everything else is back over there. And now I can actually, you know, have access to all of my drawers and all of this space, which I'm very, very happy about. But it does mean that the next section that I need to work on will be sorting out my fabric, and I have a table full of fabric that was from the floor fabric waiting for me to sort through as well. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it color by color and like patterns, and I'm just going to have to go through and figure out what I'm going to do. I think I'll do colors first because they're less stressful than patterns, and I need to figure out what I'm doing with all the different caddies. Yep. Yay. Alright, but before I do that, before I do any of that, hi, there's the tail. I'm going to get my quick unpick and I'm going to take all the fur off that, and then I will get rid of the frame, and the fur will be used in a future cosplay. Welcome to day 3. So we are going to start, keyword being there, start tackling the fabric side of things here. So my goal for today is to try and get through all of the colours, so the solid colours. Probably try and reduce the amount of whites I have and blacks, just because I don't use a whole lot of white and black in my cosplays, I've discovered. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to be a bit ruthless and go through my fabrics and be really honest with myself and think, okay, am I going to use this fabric? Do I like this fabric? And anything that I do goes back into the caddy. Anything that I don't will end up in neat piles on this very clean floor. And from there I will, you know, I will then figure out how I'm going to dispose of it. Not dispose of it, but like donate it, give it to people, you know, sell it, I don't know. So yeah, I've got a bit more white on the floor here, and we're just gonna go and have some fun. So let's do it. So we're gonna start by pulling everything out from the white of the two white caddies. I'm gonna go through that and yeah, make the piles. So this pile I am keeping, but as I'm going through it to put it back into the caddy, I'm going to reassess the situation, because I think there's a few in there that I will go no as I'm putting it away. These are all the whites or off-whites that I know I'm not going to use, so they will be donated. That's 2 cabbies down to 1, but I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the black up and have that with silver as well, and then have a brown section. So yeah, all right, time to keep on going, but I'll check in with you a bit later because I feel like it could be much of the same. Alright, so I've done these 3 caddies. You can tell because they're looking very nice as in comparison to the rest of this. And basically I've been getting some fabric from the table and sorting through that as I'm working on these colours. And this pile down here is what I have so far that I'm going to find new homes for. That's taffeta for, you know, size comparison. Alright, so I am officially halfway done sorting through the fabric and making it aesthetically pleasing and something I can work with again. So let me show you what I've done so far. So all of these 2 rows are done here. I even did these 2 here. And funnily enough, I know that I said I was going to do the block colours first and then sort out these. But I figured as I was working like downwards, I'd just do that. So this one over here is my workshop fabrics. So these are the fabrics that I pull out for my workshops. It's just going to be easier having them in one place. And I really liked that idea and I was like, sweet. Then I have my leathers, my pleathers, my velvets and my fleece. So all of that in there together. And then here we have all the stretchy fabrics. With 2 fancy fabrics at the bottom because I don't know where to put them and they shed everywhere because they're glitter. But they're really, really pretty, so I can't get rid of them yet. But yes, so there you go. A total of 10 out of the 20 cubbies done. So I'm going to have some lunch and then decide if I'm going to continue on with the blues next or if I'm just going to step away for a bit. I don't know. This is definitely going to take at least one more day. And so far, this is the pile of the fabric that I'm getting rid of. Yes, not a small pile. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get rid of it because I definitely don't want to throw it away. I don't want it to end up in landfill. It's more of a case of I'm trying to think of like a responsible way to get rid of it. I'll probably offer it to some cosplayers first in the local area. I will also offer it on like Facebook Marketplace, like put it like in bags and be all like, come get it. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but that's okay. That's all right. I'll figure it all out. I need this out along with the other stuff that will eventually join that. Yeah, I want to have fabrics only here that I know that I'm going to want to work with my aesthetic and what I like, and also characters that would suit it. So these fabrics down there are mostly fabrics that I know I'm just not going to use. They're either very, very specific fabrics that don't suit any particular characters, or they're just super, super heavy ones, which I don't use. I just don't use heavy fabrics. Like I was keeping these like more curtain materials for ages because I was like, oh, well, if I make a bodice, or if I make, a corset or something like that will be good and sturdy, and it absolutely would. But I've been holding on to it now for, what, nearly a total of 10 years. Because like I had these before I started cosplaying, and it's just, I've never touched them. So I think it's time that I just accept that they need a new home. But yeah, very proud of my work so far. You can see I don't have a lot of orange, but I did split the orange up from the browns. So the browns have their own caddy because there's a whole lot of creams that I wanted to kind of put together. But yes, I do love orange. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of it. Maybe I'll end up taking some of the peach kind of ones and put that in there as well. We'll see. We'll see how much space I've got over here. Yeah, because the fabric on the table, still definitely a fair amount there. I'll show you what it looks like. Actually, come with me. So here's the fabric that's left on the table that still needs to go into the caddy. Some of this will be going into that pile as well. But as you can see, you know, there's a fair amount here. Funnily enough, this is about half of what I had put out here, and it was like piled up. So I'm pretty happy with how much I've demolished of that. Alright, so we're at the end of day 3, and I've done all of these, just that one left to do. So these are all my like patterned fabrics that aren't like, haven't got like one particular main color, and these like tools and interfacing and stuff that I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. I have over here, these are fabrics that will go into that last section that were sitting on the table. So now my table is fully clear, but have a look over here past the fluffy protector, and you have my pile of D-stash. So these are all fabrics that, yeah, I am wanting to get rid of. So yes, fun times. It is still growing, and I still have a little bit more that I need to put in there from the caddies. So good times. But that is for Tuesday, because today is Sunday and I've got to work tomorrow. So Tuesday. Welcome to day 4, aka the final day. I really hope that I will be working on getting this, you know, to the place where I want it to be. I mean, look at this section. Don't look at this, but look at this section right here. I have done all of those bits there. So I've done 16 out of the 20 boxes, and everything is very aesthetically pleasing. It makes me very happy. And I am really proud of myself that I've been able to separate myself from the fabric that I no longer feel like I need to hang on to. And that was difficult because I'm the type of person who really hoards fabrics. As you guys know, I am like a dragon with a hoard. And I'm very, very happy that I have really taken a step back, assess the situation of how much room I actually have. As you can I still have so much fabric, and I've still got so much fabric on rolls now in 2 corners of the room. So I'm definitely not struggling to with not having enough fabric. I've definitely got enough fabric, but I'm happy that I've been able to let go of fabrics that I know I'm just not going to use. So now today I've just got these 4 boxes left to do. Which are the mixed colors. So the first 3 are the mixed colors that I have down here. I need to sort them out into how I'm going to put them all into the shelving. And then the last one is my chulls, nets, and that sort of thing that haven't gone on rolls. So I've got to go through that, sort it out, and make sure that I'm happy with how it's all looking. So let's do it. And after all that, I will need to put the costumes I'm going to get wanting to part with up on Instagram, see if anyone wants them. And I'll probably, once again, I think I said this before, I'm only going to do Australia and New Zealand just for shipping purposes. I have had one mate come over yesterday, Shikoi. She came over, took 2 bags worth of the fabric stash that's down there that I'm destashing. And then I've got 2 more friends coming over this afternoon to have a little bit of a look. Once they've done that, then I'll be able to put the rest into bags and basically put that on Marketplace and be like, random bag of fabric. please come pick up. So yeah, it's cool. I'm very, very positive about this. Like, I'm feeling very good about it. So let's get cracking. Ta-da! She is now all complete. So the last 4 have been done. So the top one is all cottons and character cottons, just basically fun prints. The next one are silks and then some more prints, but less cartoony, shall we say. And then we've got some prints that are on like winter material, so flannel and another one. And then here we have got my silk chiffons, my nets, and then I've got some viscose and rayon, which I'm very happy about. You know, slippery suckers all together. Down the bottom I've got some nice lace and then basically all my tools with a few little rolls of organza. So I'm super happy with how this is all now organized. It just looks so pretty. And yes, I am one happy little cosplayer. I hope this encourages you to want to clean your room. So thank you so much for coming on this crazy adventure with me. I still have to do the destash of the fabric that is over in that corner, and that will be done over the next couple of days, I think. And I will be putting onto my Instagram after I finish recording this little section the costumes that I'm able to get rid of and sell, hopefully, or give away. I don't know, I'll play around with it. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching this video, and also a massive shout out and thank you to my amazing patrons who have been so fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. I love you guys so much, and I want to give a special mention to the $10 tier month patrons, who are Justine Ghosty, Rogue Threads, Fangirl X, Sam M, Monica, Lulu Rush Cosplay, and Sotaku. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. See you later.